Good morning, everybody. I can't believe September is almost over. I don't know where the time goes. It's beautiful fall here. And today I have a very old friend, even though we're both very young, that I don't know how long I've known you either, Beth, but Beth Gruitch of Rioja, several other restaurants which she has given to others. And I think you and Jen are just Rioja now, Beth.
We are absolutely. It's been a summer of change, that's for sure. But
Uh,
all good things. And by the way, we've known each other, I think 26 years.
oh God.
I know. It's
I was,
crazy.
before we got on the air, we start talking about how long we've known each other. Help.
That right?
I think we've been around a long time. You weren't born when I started,
Oh,
but
geez.
it's a long, good friendship. And we're both sitting in our houses and we can see outside at fall. And Rioja is 20 years old.
I really don't know where the time has gone. I
Uh,
really don't. It's pretty incredible. And yeah, 20 years in November. So I remember when we were hard at it and picking out furniture and picking out glassware and all of that stuff 20 years ago.
I remember, if we're playing memories, that sort of, but the big article in those days, you
Yeah,
couldn't get an article in a paper.
it was incredible. In fact, we were talking about it the other day because, we're having an anniversary party and we were talking about, John Lendorf and Mark Piscate, who was the photographer for that article. And it was 16 pages,
Right.
which is just unheard of to even think about that. And, at the time we had to not give up our review, but we weren't eligible for a review if we knew who John Lendorf was, because he that's how he wrote. And so to get that review was incredible, and how the story just grew and grew and grew. I can't even believe it.
Oh, it was great fun. I do remember this like whole section of the paper.
Yeah. Yeah, it
So,
was crazy.
and well, I knew you before then because actually you and Jen started at Panzano.
Exactly. Yeah. It's been a crazy ride, that's for sure.
Okay, now, in case somebody doesn't know, Rioja and Larimer Square, tell people about Rioja and what you're doing today in this world.
Absolutely. Jen and I just kind of took back the reins of Rioja, got a little bit more back involved. And, it's evolved over the years as far as it's still Mediterranean inspired. It is not Spanish that everybody thinks that it is due to the name of it. But we've been on Larimer Square for 20 years and we're still very passionate about the guest experience. And Jen is still making handmade pastas that are phenomenal and light and beautiful. And we're still looking for, fun, funky wines to share with our guests. And it's been it's been really cool. We've had guests that have been with us for 20 years. And we also have people that are just now discovering us. And for that to I feel like we're still on this trajectory moving forward. And I think that that's the fun thing about it.
Well, Larimer Square has changed so.
Oh my gosh. And it's on the upswing again, which is
Right.
amazing. It was a little desolate there for a while, and we didn't have the shops that any shops, to be honest with you. And so we're starting to get the shops back, and John Atencio is doing their grand opening, I think this weekend or next weekend. So it's great to have some of the neighbors back on the square.
Is it still a walking street?
It is, and I think it's going to remain that.
Well, it must, because like our park is, and they're not putting things back now when
Uh,
people had such a good time.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think it's great. And I love that, you can just kind of walk around and they've got music on the square. And sometimes they have a little poet who types up a poem for you. And just, it's really, it's a great place to be. And once the stores are all back and the restaurants are all back, I think it's gonna, again, be a destination place.
Are you doing lunch and dinner?
We do. We do lunch Monday through Friday, brunch on the weekends, and dinner 7 nights a week.
Oh, wow. So you're always
Yep.
there.
We are always there. We are always open. And it's worked out for us well for the years. And I like the fact that you can come and have a great meal on a Sunday or Monday night.
Oh, terrific. What are some of the dishes that you're featuring now?
You bet. So, we've always been seasonal, always sustainable. Some of the old favorites are still on the menu. We have a Rioja classic menu, and those things haven't changed. The artichoke tortelloni is still on the menu, and it's still as delicious as always, maybe even more delicious. I don't know if that's even a possibility. But we've got, halibut on the menu right now. It's served in a beautiful broth base, and we've got a pork chop and short ribs and all of the delicious things that seasonality wise I think are coming in with the fall. Halibut's on its way out, but that's okay. It's my favorite. And I think that the dessert program and the bread program, we still do our bread program. We've been very passionate about it. Some people have thought maybe we should do away with our bread program,
Oh,
but
it wouldn't be Rioja.
it wouldn't be Rioja, exactly. So, and the dessert, excuse me, the desserts have really evolved into some really fun things as well.
Are you doing more salad options and things like that as well?
We do. So at lunch, after COVID, we turned it into, it was called Flavor Dojo, and really kind of bowl based, whether it was faro bowl or we have a short rib bowl on the menu right now, but we also have some really nice salads, just a little bit lighter fare, but all, beautiful tuna or chicken or steak that you can add to it if you want. Right now, we just finished up the season doing a beautiful chilled carrot soup that was fantastic.
That's always good.
Yeah, really delicious.
And a lot more trouble to make than it sounds.
Oh my gosh. And that's why I'm in the restaurant business, so I don't have to make those things.
That's why I go out to eat all the time.
Yep.
And so, along with all the great things you serve and you do, and you're open all the time, it appears from what I've read and seen and know some that you are doing lots of celebrations the month of October for your 20th anniversary.
We are. So we're kicking it off on October 3rd with Wolfgang Puck, which is just a huge honor to have him in our restaurant. As I think most people know, but some people may not. My business partner, Jen Jasinski, worked with Wolfgang for 10 years. She was his right-hand person opening restaurants and really, after working with Wolfgang, she was ready to do her own, and fortunate that she did it here in Denver, and we were able to become business
Well,
partners.
she was here because she was at Wolfgang. That's how I met her because I'm
Ah,
in
yeah,
school.
exactly. She fell in love with Denver while being here, which I think there's a lot to be said for it, especially when you think about it. It was 20 years ago, or 24 years ago. Sorry about that. 24
Yes.
years ago. So, I think that that's pretty cool. For him to come out here and to celebrate with us. She is going to honor him by doing a couple of the dishes that she did when she was with him, or he did when she was with him, or however that worked. It was his dishes.
Which one?
And he's going to be able to, kind of sit back and enjoy and relax and meet people. And I'm sure people are going to be super excited to meet him in person because he's incredibly charming. And
Always.
yeah, so we're pretty excited about it.
Shall we show the picture of Wolf when I knew him young?
Yes, you absolutely should.
I'd help. Anybody watching, Beth, be sure you can see it.
Yep, definitely. Oh my gosh, I just love that.
That's Wolfgang Puck. If anybody wants to know, God, I don't know how many years ago. And that was my dog, Wolfgang Puck. when just born. So he's now everybody's seen the picture, but I still think I'll bring it to show.
Oh, I think you should. And I know that he will love to see that,
Oh,
I'm sure.
right. Charming, wonderful man. So he's not cooking. He's just gonna meander.
No, he's just there, and I think him and Jen are gonna have, obviously have some laughs and some good times and some memories, and so we're just fortunate to be able to have him in house with us. So
Are
we're
seats
excited.
still available?
They are not. They sold out pretty quickly. We're just only so big of a dining room. We can only accommodate so many, but there is a wait list if you are really interested and need to get. We have had people cancel, so it's not unheard of. Things happen, so call the restaurant, get on the wait list if you like, and we also have another event that we are also on a wait list for, and that is in November. That's November 13th. And that will be a big reception style. We're bringing in 8 guest chefs and 8 beverage specialists to help us celebrate. But again, that one sold out in like not even, I mean, we sold 175 seats in 12 hours. It was ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous. So, people want to come celebrate with us, and I think it's going to be really fun.
Good for you, and you deserve it, well deserved, and great fun. And I did see the list of names, and they're everybody's favorites. Or I guess we've all known these chefs forever.
Yeah.
I don't remember all, but Alex Seidel and Loca, Dana Rodriguez of Casa Bonita fame, or not,
Yep.
but we're a couple of them, and it's always fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun to celebrate with our friends and, have a couple toasts and cheers and all of that fun stuff. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, you should. Well, you've done a great job all together, and it's very exciting. What else should we know going on at Rioja before we say goodbye?
Absolutely. We're going to continue our wine dinners into next year. We do them monthly. It's really kind of where the Wolfgang dinner stemmed from. We just did our harvest dinner in September, so be on the lookout for that. We send out, emails on those. They do sell out pretty quickly, which is great. We always like to keep them exciting. Sometimes they're food focused, sometimes they're wine focused, and then we pair the food to the wine or vice versa. But they're always a good time, and look forward to those. We should have a really great time.
And we should tell people you are the wine guy.
I I love the wine. By all means, our Som Rich is doing a really great job at Rioja right now. He's been at the helm for just a little while, and so I'm excited to see what kind of new funky grapes, or new to me funky grapes he brings in, and I'm always looking forward to that.
Well, I always look forward to seeing you and Jen and hours, phone number, everything that you need to know for Rioja. And by the way, you don't have to go just for these dinners. You can go anytime.
Absolutely, absolutely. We always do a tasting menu. We do some fun stuff. Come in and celebrate with us, and or just come in after a day of shopping. We're always open 11 o'clock on the weekdays, 10 on the weekends for brunch. And we are always open until 10 o'clock at night and 11 o'clock on the weekends.
And what's your address, phone number, and
We
webpage?
are at 1431 Larimer Street, right in the middle of the block there, and our phone number is 303-820-2282. Reservations can be made at our website, which is riojadenver.com.
And as I recall, and I'm sure they haven't changed it, you can valet on the corners.
Yep, you absolutely can. I highly suggest that. The parking downtown has gotten a little challenging, so take us up on that valet offer.
Good for you. And to anybody who happens to be watching now, please like and subscribe to the Gabb, GABB / Gourmet on YouTube, where you'll see this. I'm just Old Gabby Gourmet on Facebook and Instagram, where you'll also see this. And love you dearly, Beth. Look forward to seeing you and Wolf. No more Wolfie. And next Thursday, and lots of wonderful good luck on Rioja only, and we'll all be down to see you.
We look
So
forward to seeing you too, Gabby. Thanks so much.
have a great weekend.
You
Much
do
love.
the same. Take care.
Bye-bye.